This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at KBLA1580.com. Accessible, empowering, community-focused. So just go to KBLA1580.com and click on the Health and Wellness Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Everybody's progress isn't a blessing from God. Sometimes you see a person progressing on the outside, but what you don't see is how they're dying on the inside. You don't see how their soul is decaying from the times that they've betrayed themselves. You don't see how they've dishonored themselves just to be successful, just to feel seen, heard, wanted, and acknowledged. And what you do is you use your words and you say, I want that. The spirit of comparison. And you're not aware that you just use your words and declare that you want their success. And you also want their internal demise that comes with that success, and all the karma that comes with dishonoring yourself, dishonoring your soul, dishonoring what God has laid out and the pathway that your soul has for you. And so what we want to do is pay attention to when that spirit of comparison is present, and to find gratitude in what you have to offer, to find gratitude in the moments that your progress, your success comes up for you. And what we don't want is another person's success, because you never know what they are doing internally, how they are hurting and harming themselves, and how they're creating more karma for themselves just to feel seen, just to be successful. Everyone's success is not rooted in blessings.
Man, here we go. The Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know what it is, the most progressive talk station in America, all black owned. Hey, man, we are rooting for everybody. black. Everybody black. Got a cheerleader over here at KBLA Talk 1580. That's what we doing. We rooting for everybody black. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that clip, by the way. That was Candace Love on Instagram. And she brings up some very important points. We live in a relationship goals culture. We'll be looking at, I remember when Will Smith and Jada Pinkett was relationship goals. You remember that? Jay and Beyonce. Jay and Bey. Relationship goals, right? I'm asking the question, are relationship goals a form of comparison? Now, when I was a youngster, we would hear words from Big Mama Nim. Big Mama would say things like, the grass ain't always greener. That's tonight's topic. The grass ain't always greener. It's nothing but AstroTurf. You want what they got, but you haven't become who they are. Wait a minute. The voice of reason about to cook it up. 1-800-920-1580. AstroTurf love. The illusion of better options in the age of hyper choice. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think. An intriguing investigation that delves into the detrimental effects of comparison within intimate relationship. Why do we compare? Why? Why are we comparing ourselves to others? Why are we comparing our relationships to other folks' relationships? I want to know. Are you guilty of doing it? 1-800-920-1580. Let's get deep in it. We are taught to believe relationships begin with two people. This is the first illusion. Right? No, relationships actually occur between two people. No relationship actually occurs between two people. It actually occurs between two nervous systems, two projection factories, two reality tunnels built not from truth, but from unresolved emotional time zones still living in the past. We never fall in love with a person. Damn it, we fall in love with a pattern. With uncanny familiarity. A psychological deja vu of sorts, of an old wound that whispers knowingly, yes, this feels like home. This is why chemistry feels like destiny, when often it is merely emotional memory, masked as attraction. Most people never meet their partner. Oh my God. Can you imagine sharing your bed with an illusion? 1-800-920-1580. Somebody call in. I need, sharing your bed, sharing your life with an illusion. Does that make them a living liar? 1-800-920-1580. I want to know. Leroy gonna be mad because I'm hitting people upside the head. I'm going to do my Leroy impression. Come on, Zoe. Yesterday you talked about the psycho-spiritual dynamics of the holographic universe. Today, you going to come in here and you going to say people can't wish for better? I'm not disagreeing with you, brother. You know, because I appreciate the work. I got Leroy down, Leroy from Inglewood. 1-800-920-1580. I'm going to say it again. Most people never meet their partner. They meet their partner's emotional ghost. And it's merely wearing the mask of who they think their partner is. So we don't actually chase greener grass. We chase the promise that somewhere, someone will finally allow, this is a jewel of immense importance. Listen to what I'm about to say. We don't chase a partner, right? We chase the promise that somewhere, someone will finally allow us to avoid ourselves. That's your soulmate. The person who allows you to hide. And in that hiding, they call it a safe space. You're a safe person because you don't push me. I know people in the chat right now are responding to what I'm saying. We chase the promise that somewhere someone will finally allow us to avoid ourselves. Artificial turf is not a metaphor, right? It is an existential diagnosis. The greener grass we fantasize about will never feel like home. Not because it's fake, but because it's emotionally sterile. It does not activate our old wounds. Listen to what I'm saying. A good person, a person that can elevate you out of the pattern that made you, is seen as a threat. Is seen as not the right one. I was talking to a clinical psychologist and she was talking about a fit. Most people are trying to fit into what is familiar. They want a familiar fit. Let me tell you something about the person that can come in and change your life. That person represents a Category 5 psycho-spiritual hurricane because they're going to upend all of the underpinnings that you have in place to maintain your fragile, broken sense of self. I know you don't want to hear it put that way, but that's what it is. Do you understand? The good person, the person that's going to elevate your spirit, does not activate your old wounds. And without those wounds, we confuse peace for boredom, regulation for stagnation, and safety for emotional lifelessness. Trauma wires us to crave electricity, not harmony. Somebody told you harmony means everything is good. We on the same page. You hear people talking and relate. You know, we unequally yoked because we think differently. Let me tell you something. Thinking the same does not mean we are harmonious. It means we're scared. Because in order to have harmony, you got to have different parts. Different notes come together to make harmony. You don't make harmony with the same notes. The absence of chaos feels like disconnection. Stability feels like sensory deprivation. Let me stop you when I say stability. See, stability doesn't mean there's no unpredictability. Stability means even in unpredictability, I know you'll be there. Because I'm going to be here. That's stability. If relationship is constantly ebbing and flowing and people are works in progress, Zoe calls them WIPs, W-I-P, work in progress. If people are constantly growing and evolving and changing, whether they want to or not, you got to understand, stability has flexibility, scalability, pliability. It has variation. It knows how to remain stable even when the pendulum of life is swinging to the left and to the right. You don't want stability. You want a comfortable prison. And you want your preferred cellmate living in that cell with, ooh, Lord, stability feels like sensory deprivation. We don't fear losing passion. We fear losing the only emotional language we've ever learned in childhood, which is longing. 1-800-920-1580. Somebody get to your phone lines. I want to talk to you. Do you think the grass is greener? Do you look to other lawns instead of your internal lawn? What does your internal lawn look like? Do you have weeds all in your spirit? Is your internal lawn unkept? Sheesh. Most relationships don't end from a lack of love. They end because the nervous system cannot tolerate being loved. Stop it, Zoe. Don't do this to these people 17 minutes into the show. Yeah. Get on your phone lines, 1-800-920-1580. Most people don't end relationships from a lack of love. They end the relationship because the nervous system, their nervous system, cannot tolerate being loved. Love is reckless. It's unbound. It's unconditional. It doesn't live within the constraints of your fear co-authored expectations. Yeah. I got to be able to trust you. You better be loyal to me. Come on now, your attachment wounds wrote your expectations for your intimate relation. Come on. Being admired feels threatened to those conditioned to fear or to earn affection. Being chosen feels suspicious to those trained to chase it. Ooh, Lord, come on, anxious, preoccupied. Get in here. We unconsciously sabotage stability because stability gives us no work to do. And without work, we cannot justify being loved. Artificial turf, the better option. It seduces because it demands nothing of the self. Real love demands evolution. Artificial turf just demands imagination. Greener grass syndrome then is not about wanting a better partner. It's about desiring a relationship that never activates the parts of you refuse to face. Artificial turf. Oh my goodness. Artificial turf love. Is that a thing? Artificial turf love is trauma's favorite vacation spot. Perfect, painless, pure simulation. Are y'all ready to have a real conversation with Zoe Williams, the voice of reason? I'm ready to have one with you when we come forward. The voice of reason. I got questions to ask, and I want you to answer them.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
All I need is one mic.
With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. Let me be clear about what we're witnessing here. A textbook case of talking about communities instead of talking with them. Pedro Pizarro, president and CEO of Edison International, found time this week to sit down with the LA Times to discuss their so-called fast pay program for those impacted by the Altadena Eaton Canyon fire. We think it is neither fast nor fair, but when we organized the community town hall, Southern California Edison first confirmed participation and then abruptly canceled. There was no time available on Mr. Pizarro's calendar for a face-to-face conversation with the individuals and families who have lost everything due to the negligence of Southern California Edison. This is not an accident. This is a choice about who deserves direct engagement and who gets managed through press statements. When you talk to the LA Times about people, you control the narrative. You get to frame the issues on your terms, with your spin, filtered through journalists who may or may not push back. But when you show up to a town hall, you face real questions from real people experiencing real problems. There's no PR buffer. There's real accountability. This pattern of being available to corporate media, but unavailable for community dialogue, sends a clear message about whose voices matter and whose don't. It's the kind of disrespect that hides behind busy schedules and prior commitments, but the community sees right through it. If these issues are important enough to discuss with the LA Times, they're important enough to discuss directly with the people living them. Anything less isn't just disrespectful, it's a fundamental failure of leadership and accountability. Mr. Pizarro says in the LA Times interview, I need to go to the supermarket in Pasadena or Altadena and be able to look people in the eye. We want to do the right thing for our community. You had a chance to look folk in the eye at our town hall meeting last week, but you didn't show up. And then we invited you for a one-on-one conversation here at the station, but you have yet to confirm. So please, please stop with the gaslighting. With the KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley, and as always, we welcome your feedback.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, moved in, you confused things. Should I just sit out or come harder? Help me find my way.
Messing me up my whole head, teasing me just like Tita did Martin. Now look at what you starting. Schoolboy crushing it ain't on the hush, the whole world see it, but you can't. My peoples they complain, sit and rave and rant. Your name is out my mouth like an ancient chant. Got me like a dog as I pause and pant.
Speaking of which, got a leash and a wish just to rock you, miss. Make a militant move, beat my strategy. End of the day, you're not mad at me. Not dealing with nobody, now that's what you told me. I said, hey, yo, it's cool, we can just be friendly. Cause yo, picture me messing it up. Her mind not corrupt with the LC cups. I'm on my J.O. Bull and hoping that the day goes slow. Got me like a friend, what confuses me though? It's kisses when we breathe, tell me what's the deal, yo? Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, moved in, you confused things. Should I just sit out or come harder? Help me find my way. Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, moved in, you confused things.
Most of the time, a lot of the issues that you have in marriage are from unsevered soul ties that you have out there. Remember, I told you demons can still have access to you through the ex that you slept with back then. So there's a lot of warfare that comes through those soul ties. There's a lot that will come against a relationship. That's why I tell people, I say, there's a process you want to go through before marriage, because if not, when you get married and you go in that bedroom, y'all having an orgy. It's you, your wife, or you, your husband, and a bunch of demons.
And
it's all of that stuff. Right. That's why you find where your brain starts to say after a while, this is not satisfactory. I need something more. I need more. I need more. So then you end up at the sex store. I need more. I need more. Now you go deeper. Now you keep going deeper. Now you start going into porn. You start going into a lot of other stuff. I need more, because it's a demon. And demons have big appetites. And the more you feed them, the bigger they get. That means the stronger they get. And that means the more appetite they get. Now then you start having couples that start getting into swinging. They start getting into deeper and dark.
Who in the hell was, she scared me. Who was that? The voice of reason, man. I have the conversations. I have the topics. And there's some clinical basis to some of this. Thais Gibson. You guys hear a lot of her clips on this show. She's a clinician, but she's also a content creator. And, you know, she's on YouTube really big. She has a workshop. And she has a whole video clip called Why Fearful Avoidance Always Think the Grass is Greener. I don't want to listen. And it's not just fearful avoidance, it's a lot of people. Do you understand? Let me tell you something about spirit, especially in relationships. A long time ago, one of my basketball coaches, when I was like in the 8th or 9th grade, something like that, he was telling me about being my true self on the court. He said, you ain't gonna play well unless you're you. You have to allow yourself to be you. When you're you, you play well, right? And he said something, he said, I know when you're you because everybody who's watching you, their bell gets rung. And then when you come in and you're not yourself, they're looking for that sound again, that experience from you. And he told me at the end of that whole breakdown, he said, you can't unring a bell. And I live with that. I took that with me. I was like, got it. How do you ring the bell within your own spirit? First, you got to stop running from it, right? This is why it makes sense for so many people to go back to what is familiar, because there's fear in being themselves. There's fear in embracing the whole aspect of who they are. There's fear. And if there's fear in doing that, you're going to perform in relationships. You're going to tap dance in relationships. You're going to try to do everything in your power to keep that person there. Right? Why? Fear of abandonment? Fear of being left alone? Ring your bell. Ring your bell. Right? Ring the bell. Authenticity is ringing the bell. And once the bell is rung and experienced by those around you, you can't unring it. Do you see? The relationship needs this revolutionary shift, right? The real other side, the greener pastures, as they say, as they call it, right? The real other side isn't another person, fam. It's the undiscovered country of nervous system maturity. Secure attachment, right? That's the first of the 4 attachment styles. Secure attachment and secure love is built, right? It is allowed by an organism finally willing to stop reenacting its past. Are you ready for that kind of work? When we come forward, we're going to see what the callers have to say. Let's get it!
Relationships got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. A bill requiring the Justice Department to release all Jeffrey Epstein files passed the House with only one no vote.
The motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
It now heads to the Senate, where its future is unclear. President Trump says he'll sign it if it passes. Akron, Ohio Police Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who is black, is suing the city for racial discrimination, claiming minority lieutenants are blocked from taking the captain's exam, while less experienced white lieutenants are allowed. He says he's been denied twice. And outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who is black, is urging Israel's prime minister to attend Zoran Mamdani's inauguration, even though Mamdani said he'd have Benjamin Netanyahu arrested for alleged war crimes if he visits. Adams wrapped up his Israel trip focused on fighting anti-Semitism, noting that Jews were targeted in 54% of New York City hate crimes last year. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Hey, KBLA 1580 delegation, your health matters to us. We know that information is power, especially when it comes to prevention and treatment. That's why we're proud to introduce the brand new KBLA Health and Wellness Hub. This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at KBLA1580.com. Accessible, empowering, community-focused. So just go to KBLA1580.com and click on the Health and Wellness Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I got another incredible black-owned business for you. Your podcast deserves more than a closet and a prayer. It deserves a green screen that makes your haters jealous. Do you need 4K so crisp you can see their ego? Mics that catch whispers and rants? Hey, a stage that turns Aunt Mildred into Beyonce. Listen, all you got to do is check out onestream.tv, Inglewood Studio Playground, where backyard dreams get VIP upgrades. They've got cameras, mics, stages, step and repeat, everything you need. Lights that flatter people who never get flattering. They got all you need to produce the podcast of your dreams. Listen, their rates are as low as $75 an hour. Yes, really. Swing by 740 Centinela Ave. Call 323-296-4444. Once again, that's 323-296-4444. Trust me, my brother Mike will take care of you. OneStream.tv.
I'm talking lights, camera, action. I found out that one of my players was vaping, and I said, hey, right now it's time to be honest with me. He said almost everybody in my team was vaping. The next day, all the parents came in. I said, how many of you guys think that your kids are vaping? Not one of them raised their hand. There's a joint fight to make something better. We don't sit back and let it happen.
Coach Sanchez is exposing Big Tobacco's playbook. Learn how he and other Californians are beating Big Tobacco at undo.org.
Is your loved one at the hospital or in a nursing home? Have they developed bed sores, fallen, or worse? These are things your family members should be protected from. Bed sores, falls, and dehydration are almost always the result of negligent care. If this has happened to your loved one, call Zoran at Basic Law Group at 800-215-1234 or visit basiclawgroup.com. The consultation is free, and if they don't win, you don't pay. That's 800-215-1234.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
That you used to be. You say you're done, you're moving on. This ain't the world that it used to be. Looks like you won, looks like you won. Sick of leaving messages on your cell. A true lover, but when I'm not there, yeah, you had somebody that really cared. They forget I really is not fair. You used to be the one to talk to on the side, waiting for my little break up. It's crazy how you walk through every night, acting like you've been a player. That grass ain't greener on the other side. Oh yeah, that grass ain't greener on the other side. Oh yeah, seems like ain't nothing cool about being real. No, it's honest about what they feel. Try to treat it well.
If I'm comparing always with somebody who is better, nobler, wiser, more intellectual, nicer looking and all the rest of it, I must always be anxious.
Wait, hold on. Bring it. I know he's got a thick accent. I know it. But if you could extrapolate some of the wisdom that he is saying, if you're in this space of constant comparison, there is an ever presence of anxiety. The presence of anxiety is there. Can you imagine having somebody feeling anxious if they can get to the level of your expectation? Is this gonna work? And it's working for other people. You're comparing, you're looking. Oh my God, will we go on vacation? Will we build something together? Will we make some? Bring Krishnamurti back in here, man.
I'm comparing always with somebody who is better, nobler, wiser, more intellectual, nicer looking and all the rest of it. I must always be anxious. Right? I must always have this fear of not living up to that. Right? So do I see that as a description or a reality? And if it is real, I say, no, I won't compare. I'll see what happens in life when every day if I don't compare at all.
Krishnamurti, man. Love him to death. You already know how I feel about Krishnamurti, or Krishnamurti, as they pronounce it correctly. Krishnamurti. Most of us are anxious. You know why we're anxious? because we never really believe that we're going to receive what we desire. And why is it that this desire is so, yes, sir. Why is this desire so strong? Because no one ever taught us that desire comes from a sense of lack. No one ever said, hey, buddy, you know you can become the thing you're desiring of the person. Nobody said, hey, this is how you cultivate love within yourself. Approval, self-esteem, worth, meaning, purpose, value. No one ever said that. They said, you'll get it from this person. This is the right person. They labeled him the right person. The right person will do this. The right person will show up like this. The right person won't treat you like, while at the same time you still treating yourself bad. You got to water your own grass. You're ignoring your lawn and looking to greener pastures. Oh, this person is going to show up the way I need them to. 1-800-920-1580. When you compare your partner to an imagined idea, do you notice that you compare yourself to an imagined version of who you should be, thus abandoning the actual self, standing in the here and now? Was that too much? You want to I'll bring it back. When you compare your partner to an imagined ideal, do you notice that you compare yourself to an imagined version of who you should be, thus abandoning the actual self, standing in the here and now, right here, right now? I had a sister, she's also a clinician. She gave me a topic idea, and the topic idea was, be where your feet are. Well, guess who's with you wherever your feet are? You. But the person, this imagined Prince Charming, Princess Charming, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, whoever she is, right? That person is the greener grass to you, right? You're so busy comparing people that you done forgot about the lawn you standing on. And your lawn raggedy. I'ma say it, you got raggedy lawn under your feet. When you long for greener grass, do you chase growth, or do you chase an illusion designed by the ego to avoid the work required by the present moment? We got callers on the line. John, Mountain View, Hawaii, get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Greetings and blessings to all within the sound of my voice. If I sound different, it's because I got a headache. Yet at the same time, this show energizes me in such a way. Sir, let me defend everyone when I say this, because again, we were all taught not the way we should be going, but everything outside of this is supposed to fix the things inside.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Sir, I pick one word. It's love. And we was taught that in the wrong way also. Putting myself on the cross, I remind myself of the things that I was told to do in the midst of loving others. Sacrificing. Giving. Obeying. Being this protector and provider for all things outside of me. And yet the little person in me kept screaming at me, what about me?
An external provider and an anorexic internal provider.
So when we redefine the word love, we find ourselves looking at the greatest love of all. the one we have with self. And that reveals the even greater love behind it. The all end all in you.
Wow.
So again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Of the jury.
If you're going to judge me tonight, judge me on this. I've done my work. What about you?
Brother John, guess what you just did, good brother?
With my head hurting still. And how in the world did you start with Uncle Morty and in between coughs he still hurting us? Bruh, you make me throw my phone, I swear to God.
Hey, man, tell us what you just did, though.
Mountain View's in the house, headache and all, blessings to all.
Blessings, brother. Mountain View, Hawaii is on the board. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. This is a discussion. Let's have it together.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
low just as you go. Love me more, never leave me alone. The house alone. People talk, people say, what we have is just a game. Oh, I'll never let you go. Come here, girl. Just not to make sweet love till the break of dawn. I don't want the sun to shine. I wanna be in love. Break of dawn. What's this magic in your eyes and in my heart? Break of dawn. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't stop loving it. Break of dawn. I won't stop till break of dawn.
Why can't you be more like, stop right there? When narcissists compare you to others, they're not trying to help you grow. They're trying to make you shrink. I played this game myself, and I'm not proud of it. Comparisons aren't about improvement. They are about creating insecurity. They'll compare you to exes, friends, even fictional versions of yourself. Your uniqueness isn't a flaw. It's your power. Subscribe for more narcissistic behavior.
Yes, it's unfortunate. This does happen in intimate relationships. Sure, people get compared to exes. I never had to ask for, and I ain't never had to do this before. Listen, that was Daniel Gasser. And let me just say this. In American culture, narcissism is on the rise. Let's just keep it a buck. Narcissism is on the rise. Right? I'm just going to tell you, where there is comparison, there is lack. In a narcissistic frame, right, that person has a really weak sense of self and very fragile ego construct within their being, right? So they have to diminish you and compare you to others as this means as a manipulation to get you to do what they need you to do or give them what they need from you. Supply, right? They need to diminish you so you can say, well, I can do better, so they can get more from you. Now, here's the cold piece about all that. That person has narcissism. But as I said before, right? We live in a narcissistic society. So many of us, all of us, have narcissistic traits, right? Wherever there is a desire, there is some idea around that desire that says you don't have it. And it's okay if a narcissist has been diagnosed as having narcissism and thus manipulate you to try to get what they need. But if you don't have narcissism, that's simply telling me that your focus is on a person and not on self, right? Then you get into a relationship with somebody and now it's us against the world. Where in order for it to be us against the world, we must compete with the world. And in order to compete, we must compare. We're looking at us versus what the world says is success. Versus what relationship goals. We look like relationship goals now. Now, take it even further. I'm in a relationship and I'm still thinking about a better partner. Listen, why did you choose the person you're with? I had a conversation with a woman a few months ago. She told me she was married for 10 years but never loved her husband. Why did you do it? Marriage becomes a thing, an object. Marriage is, well, I'm at that age now, and it's time. Marriage doesn't mean anything if you haven't gotten on the path of individuation. Individuation is what Carl Jung talks about when you merge your shadow, your unprocessed, unmetabolized, unhealed wounds with your mask. Right? That's called individuation. A mystic calls it something else. Paramahansa Yogananda called it self-realization. The ancient Hindus and Buddhists called it nirvana or moksha, respectively. Right? Christian mystics call it Christ consciousness. Right? Marriage has very little meaning if you're not on the path of watering your own internal lawn, the path of individuation, the path of healing, right? When you fantasize about a better partner, do you evaluate their imagined perfection through the lens of your unintegrated childhood wounds? When we say unintegrated, we're talking about how your shadow and your mask are two separate things. It is unintegrated. That means you are fragmented. That means you are broken. And you're looking for someone else to be the answer, to show up in the way you need them to. Let me tell you something. If you started in earnest on the healing pathway, the healing path of yourself, this unintegrated childhood stuff we're talking about, if you started on that journey, guess what? You would find a lot of the things that you have written, right, about these are my expectations, and this is how they got to show up. And you would find that a lot of what you have as expectation for the other become obsolete. Self-esteem, self-worth, acknowledgement, self-approval, self-acceptance, self-validation, all of that stuff is inside work. All of it. Every bit of it. And the fact that people are not doing it, you know what they're doing now? Let me perform all of the high-quality, intimate relationship behaviors. Let me perform it. I'll perform empathy. The clinicians call it cognitive empathy. I'll perform kindness, caring. I'll even perform love. So long as you're feeding these wounds the expectations that the wounds desire. Listen to the question again. When you fantasize about a better partner, do you evaluate their imagined perfection through the lens of your unintegrated childhood wounds? When you mind measures, listen to me, when you mind measures, ranks, and evaluations, does love disappear? As Krishnamurti warned us, because where comparison exists, love does not. Right? Oh my goodness, we got callers on the line. I'm going to get to them. That was an hour, flew by quick, right? When I come forward, hour number 2, we're going to keep cooking.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. A bill requiring the Justice Department to release all Jeffrey Epstein files passed the House with only one no vote.
The motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
It now heads to the Senate, where its future is unclear. President Trump says he'll sign it if it passes. Akron, Ohio Police Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who is black, is suing the city for racial discrimination, claiming minority lieutenants are blocked from taking the captain's exam, while less experienced white lieutenants are allowed. He says he's been denied twice. And outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who is black, is urging Israel's prime minister to attend Zoran Mamdani's inauguration